Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and hopefully, gonna do this properly, and it won't crash, and it won't lag. Welcome back to another episode of... Alright. Ooh, fast movement. Is it lagging? No, I don't think it is. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like a celebrity in this town. Yes, you are, because you're never... It's rare you show up to the streams. I've realized something. You're like an even harsher Gacha critic than most people. So it's going to be interesting. Oh well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see, we're going to join with our usual guest, Ed the Best.
Hi. Also, Quadzy, hey, I don't know if you've been on Discord recently, but if you want to take a Mutant Girl scene, Jacob would really like the help.
No. Actually, she has been on Discord recently, and she has picked a Mutant Girl scene.
Oh, she has? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's happening.
Yay.
Josh said, I didn't expect you to try this again today after you canceled the stream yesterday. Well, I don't want to wait for too long, particularly because my entire channel strategy now revolves around these streams happening after a VOD of 5 years later, for reasons that I've got into in the past. But yeah, needs to happen.
Celestial Sage, I think, or...
Oh yeah, oh wow, blast from the past there. It's been quite a while. More people return nowadays, actually. I know. I guess I have to start at precisely 10:15 rather than 10. Somehow that works. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's still, I don't know. Anyways, because of last time, I actually downloaded all the videos that I've got for today, which means they're not going to appear on screen then. I can actually interact with the chat at the same time. So, should be slightly better than normal. And yes, Celestial Sage is how you say it. Perfect. All right. So today we're looking at the Guardians, or should I say the Guardians, episode 6. And I know we covered this one a little bit before, but we're going to pretend that we haven't. So in that regard, wow, look at these new designs, because it's the first Gacha Club episode. I definitely haven't seen this update yet. Nudge, nudge. But yeah, that is one thing that was interesting. There was a year gap between the upload of episode 5 and episode... And Quadzy wants to join. Okay. Right, here we go. Alright. This is Sky's girlfriend. Remember one you must meet on the last Guardian stream of episode 2 through 5? Well, I guess that's why you came back. I know, that was some perfect timing. And yes, you may join, Quadzy. I will just grab the link for you. And find your account, because actually it's been a while since DM, so there we go. Perfect.
Incidentally, I got a question. What scene did Quadzy actually take?
5.
What was scene 5?
Well, without going to too many spoilers, I'll read just I'll read the teaser text. Where is it? Oh yeah, scene information. Okay. Morwenna, Pete, Julius, and Malik have their first intro to Theatre Club.
Oh,
is
that
scene!
Mr.
Lennox just as great as the others? Does his son Joel remember them all? And that's the teaser.
Oh, that scene. I remember that scene.
Yes. I knew someone was going to claim that one because the only one that's under a minute so far. But guess what? It's 59 seconds. It's basically the equivalent of doing a supermarket discount where it's something is $19.99 versus £20 or something. Right. Welcome, Quad.
Yay.
Hooray! Hold a second. Did we just drop from 5 viewers to 2 and not 1? Oh, yeah. I feel like maybe not as much celebrity as you think you are.
Wow.
What they used to be.
Nah, it's fine.
Do you want a small one or a large one? Pizza.
Pizza?
Go for a large. Go for a large. Treat yourself. Anyways, we're going to start. So without further ado, on with the review.
And what do you mean by that? Oh, come on, Yukes! I came here to get help to
Oh, wait, forgot to say. This is taking place like immediately, even though it's been a year, but it's taking place immediately
Okay.
at the end of episode 1.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
In episode 5, this blue-haired girl, whose name I've forgotten at the moment, I think it was Ayaka, but I think that might be somebody else. But yeah, she actually came in saying she needed these two help right at this moment. Because those are Miyuki and Yuki, fittingly, from left to right. So there we go.
understand my dream and you won't help me.
Okay, sorry, just explain it calmly.
I just saw, in my dreams, blood and a broken mirror.
You think that's what's gonna happen?
Yeah, 7 years of bad luck.
Yeah, it happened lots of times before.
Yes, but we don't know when or what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Okay, thanks, Omnifax. Her name is Yumeka. See, you are useful sometimes when I genuinely need some information.
Wow.
Maybe.
Oh, that's so
I
rude.
have a bad feeling about this.
To be honest, I do too.
But you decide to ignore it.
I'm not. We just have to put it aside for now, until we get more info.
Great! Not like you ever listened
I'm
to
getting
me.
Fallen Angels vibes from this music, by the way, like early Fallen Angels before soundtrack was factored in.
Mm.
And also, Josh, it is hard not to forget the characters' names when they're all introduced at once and you haven't watched the show in quite some time.
Yumi,
And also when they all sound incredibly similar to each other.
please.
Oh no, I understand. Have fun.
The drama, though.
Yeah.
So why
That's fine.
Why they're acting like that? Well, I think it's because Yumeka has felt like she's been not loved and listened to by Yuki in the past before. Some of these characters have more history than the show implies, and some of them have just met. And I think in this instance, it is that now that Yumeka is taking it seriously, but I guess there's so many past experiences where it seems like that's not the case that now it's come up to the surface. I think.
We can play Uno.
What's Uno?
I think this trip is very
Oh,
fun.
there we go. And yes, doesn't know. Some of them don't know what Uno is.
I just wish it lasted longer.
Wow.
Mizuki really wants to return to her sister. And we need to.
I commented this last time, but I like the fact that we've even in screenshot gacha, there's an attempt right here to make them to make some extras, and also when the car was just around being introduced.
Rest.
I guess you're right. Ayaka, I think you can be the queen.
Why do you think that?
You have light eyes. You're extremely cheerful. You like astronomy. You're really powerful. You are, of course.
Okay, so if people don't remember about this whole thing about the queen, there was this queen that existed long ago that might have been reincarnated into one of the guardians, basically. It's my personal theory that she's this as part of the queen in all of the guardians, but again, I don't know.
I don't know.
I love Uno, my favorite card game for real. Yeah. It is enjoyable, yeah.
It's a guardian from our present.
But you have a stronger connection to astronomy.
It doesn't mean anything.
What if you're not the queen?
Who? Me?
Both of you?
It's possible.
I still think it's her.
Yeah. Let's buy you a crown.
Yes!
No, that's embarrassing.
Fine.
If they'd actually gone ahead and done this, and it turns out Mizuki wasn't the queen, they would have just been preparing all this stuff for nothing.
But I really want to enter that shop.
Why?
Maybe there's
Yeah, what? Oh, the shop behind it that just says shop. Okay, fine.
some futuristic stuff.
Yes, maybe.
Also,
Exactly.
this is one thing that that could have been done. You probably should have scaled the characters down a lot more because the way it makes them look like giants.
Oh yeah, true, because of the shop being like there in the background and stuff. Yeah.
I
guess
mean,
you
the
could-
only other way to fix this would be scaling them up and having them be closer to the audience, so it could be like a perspective thing. But this just
But then
makes
they'd
them
be in
look
the middle of the
giant.
road, so probably not.
Yeah.
Only reason?
Robots?
Can be tiny too.
Yeah, so that probably would have been the easiest solution around this.
I personally would just resize the backgrounds. The characters stay the same size if they really want to.
Well, I mean, if you're working with screenshots and not using green screen and stuff like that, you can't really just
Then
take
you
away
can
the back.
resize the background in Gacha Club as a feature.
And the
This was
characters
the
would have
first
been.
Gacha Club episode after all, so
Yeah.
so Prism Voice had access to all this. Yeah.
I sense some energy from it.
Like the portal.
Exactly.
The portal got us here, so is it good?
We'll have to see.
Oh god, this scene. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready for this.
Hello?
Welcome. It's an honor to meet you.
Okay, at the moment it seems like a standard greeting, like some like in in some places there's like a theme where they'll say like in maid cafes will be like welcome home master or something like that, that kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah,
That
right,
sounds hard.
whatever. But the point is sometimes they'll have like a phrase you'll say in customer service, so that's fine. Oh, also mosque. I love mosque. I think this character or this voice actor might be called Mosque.
Honor.
I've been waiting for your arrival.
Okay, that sounds more suspicious.
Oh? What does this mean?
Ayaka, maybe we should leave.
Why?
I sense something.
I do too. The same energy as the portal.
What if that energy was
Yeah, which we've established is not necessarily a good thing.
bad?
Silly. It can't be bad. The portal
Why
got
would
us
you?
here.
Why would you
So,
talk
you'll
to him about it in front of him?
Yeah, I don't know. He's not obviously if he was evil, then he's not like gonna tell you the answer.
Audience.
Yeah, not
Okay, so he knows they're guardians. Again, suspicious.
exactly.
So wait, is the fact they're guardians common knowledge or no?
Actually, no. Not only are the guardians meant to be like a secret essentially, but they themselves didn't know, some of them, that they were guardians until like very recently.
This kind of reminds me of Sailor Moon. I'm thinking of Sailor Moon now.
I mean,
like the
fine.
whole Sailor Scouts and stuff like that being reincarnations or whatever of like the celestial bodies, I think.
I mean, that sounds close. I don't know. Oh,
I don't
and
know.
Fuzzy's got to go, apparently.
Sorry.
Oh.
All right. see you
Okay,
later.
bye.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Guardians of what? That's a good question. We don't actually know really yet what
is
the
it-
what the
I'm
Guardians.
guessing it's like Guardians of the World, unless they're protecting a magical artifact or something like that. Which
What
is
maybe it's like maybe it's like Witch, because they're called guardians in that, but they're specifically guarding they're specifically guarding
they're
this thing-
guarding.
they're guarding this thing, which I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like a wall essentially, but it's not like a proper wall. It's like a dimensional barrier that has breaches that they actually are supposed to seal off themselves. They eventually broaden it out because the series technically goes like after that between those and those into other dimensions, so they become the guardians of like the central place of the universe and such. So so it's like guardians of order at that point. So the definition changed, but there was still a definition at every point. In this particular instance, I don't know what they're guarding necessarily. Yes, there's like a two realms so far, but there's been no breach in between them. So I don't know if this is witch inspired or not. If it was witch inspired, there'd be five of them be elemental, but still. Okay.
Don't read the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Josh says that Mosque is supposed to.
Yeah, I was about to be like, listen, you're not supposed to spoil it. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but you're not supposed to say it. You're not supposed to tell us.
I mean, I have seen this episode before. I'm just saying, like, how it comes across in the moment in the scene. We're not supposed to like quite know yet, but it's quite suspicious. But yeah, fine. If he's supposed to be a villain, he's got an epic name and such. Great.
Who are you?
He's named after a place of worship. Just it's spelled differently, but it's close enough. Wait, that could be like a good theme for like a villain troop or something. Like they all be named after a place of worship. Like I don't know, like there's one called Synagogue or something like that. I don't know.
You.
Don't worry about that.
Stand back.
We won't hurt you.
Oh, and they're called the Temple Troop. Okay, you know what? Saving that idea for later.
Don't worry.
We? Who's we?
Run.
He was right. We should leave.
Especially like she's crying. I was like, "Who's we? Stay back there. I'm not gonna move at all beyond this point." Okay.
Not so fast.
Nice effect, by the way.
We need to get out of here as fast as possible. I can't
Well,
use my
then, good.
power
Start
on the
moving.
inside.
Neither can I.
You don't need to use your magic. You need to use your legs.
Use your
The
legs.
power of mobility has not been stripped from you, as evidenced by Miyu ducking down.
Miyu!
Whoa, how cool.
Okay, I think that's supposed to be Miyu using her powers, but because the light like doesn't start from her and we don't see it reflected like everywhere equally, we don't quite understand that. And yes, the one's leg looks like it's been hit, but if they couldn't move, there'd be no way for Miyu to react and fall down. So she must be able to do that.
Run! We'll talk about this later when we're safe.
Oh, also apparently that was Danganronpa music. That's what someone told me last time.
What? And also, was that meant to be like gas in the room? Like, what was that weird lighting effect meant to be?
Well, going back to Adam Code Purple, that's the lighting and effect changes there are usually symbolize like a difference in like the world, so that we're transporting like a different plane of reality. So who knows? Maybe that was where they were supposed to be fighting, and it was just in case the shop got trashed or something. You know, Mosk will attack them, but he's running a business, you know.
Maybe, I don't know. That seems a little bit confusing. What was supposed to be happening?
Apparently, we learn more about Mosk in season 2, so I guess we'll forget that information and remember it later.
Let's discuss this on the way. Miyu needs help.
You should really play a board game. We could play Uno or Monopoly together.
Yeah,
man, they're really obsessed with Uno this episode.
Yeah, you already said that last time. This could have been easier. This would have been more easier if we cut to them playing Uno already.
What?
I'm sure you'll love Monopoly.
Is that like Uno?
No.
No.
Then it sucks and I hate it.
There's fake
Wait, oh, so they've already played Uno before? Okay, fine.
money in there.
Okay, I take it back.
Oh no.
What?
They're back.
I'm making Ayaka sound like she has a cold. What is wrong?
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. This episode came with bloopers. So this isn't part of it. I think this is just the voice actors and their bloopers. Okay, fine.
You know why I'm not messing up? Because I read this like 30 times already. Oh my god!
Is it just me, or are all these people more animated in their bloopers than they are as the characters?
I can see.
Why do you think that? That sounds mean. I sound mean.
May there fish.
Please, how do you sound, Mom?
I must say, I appreciate the effort of filming like alternative takes for all the bloopers and stuff. I mean, when I used to do musical bloopers, I actually just didn't. I used either do stills or just full audio and stuff. Quite honestly, so I do appreciate that.
Talking with this such a kind little voice, just like in honor. I don't know how to do that. And to quote the marvelous Ronbu donator, "Hey bestie, I can't do this today."
I wish I didn't scream there. I'm sorry that I can't scream very well.
I can't use my what? Ronbu's streaming.
Oh.
Bruh.
Okay. You should really play a board game. We can play Uno or
Wait, did Miyuki suddenly become Miranda Sings? What was that?
Monopoly. Pokemon.
What?
I mean, you can play with Pokemon cards if you want.
It sounds so freaking stupid. Oh my god.
And yeah, this is hilarious.
No. Actually, I don't want to say my line yet because of... Why is everyone on their phone?
Okay. I guess we know who to call for scenes of intense suffering then. Yumeka's voice actor. All right. Okay, so that was funny, and the episode itself, I did enjoy.
I thought the fight scene was kind of confusing. I got confused.
Honestly, yes, it was confusing in that particular scene, but honestly, that's like the only scene that was really confusing in this episode, which, considering episodes 2 through 5 were complete and utter madness, it does show a progression. Maybe that 1 year away from the show was spent planning stuff. I'm not sure. But either way, it definitely seems to have paid off, and I guess I guess I can see why as well. They randomly keep bringing up the Queen, I suppose, but maybe after a year you come back to it and it's like, I need to talk about the Queen. I must reveal Queen. I don't know, something like that, I guess. So yeah, pretty good continuation. I'm questioning my sanity much less than before, which is good. All right, let's see if episode 7 continues that trend or not.
Can you hear me?
Right, okay.
Oh, Miss Yumika. Yes, I can hear you.
We're in danger. Please help us.
Wait for me.
They both sound great.
They're great.
I'm sure it's great fun.
Are we still talking about board games? These two just talk about nothing but board games apparently now.
Maybe that was like the flavor of the week of writing the script. It's just like board games.
I guess maybe. Oh, and Maya says, ooh, pretty hair. Well, yeah, this is actually, Gacha Club has the advantage of doing this with like hair highlights and stuff, which is why in Ep6-8 Academy, I started playing around with the outlines a lot more because I didn't have to try and match the Gacha Life characters that I'd already made.
You don't even match them in the Mutant Girl. Like in Gacha Life, they had black outlines, and then you're like, no, colored outlines. So
well, yeah,
that's not even an excuse.
I moved it forward a little bit, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it entirely.
Yeah.
With Ep6-8 Academy, there's a definite difference in how I did highlights there, or like outlines.
Hey, Yuki.
Oh, hey, you're back.
I got you something.
Thank you. I love red roses. How did you know?
I just guessed.
Ooh. Romance?
Wait, hold on a second. But maybe romance, but also maybe psychic powers, because all these people do have powers. So maybe if there's a guest there, maybe she can see the future. Anyway.
Did you like sense it or something?
Sure.
Yes, I sensed it. In the future.
Cool, like the port. Ayaka?
Yo, you good?
So you can control the lights?
I'm sorry. Did Ayaka's altar just appear right there? What happened?
Yes.
You're really powerful.
Does that mean I'm the queen?
Wait, not really. How does controlling lights make you extremely powerful? I mean, that means you control electricity? Question mark.
I don't. Yeah, even then, light and electricity, they do have they've like functional differences. They're similar. They have some similar properties, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. But also like in Ep6-8 Academy, the light spell was like the first thing they learned, because it seemed to me like it was like, I mean, wisely it was partly because I read something in a book where the first spell they produced was a wear-light in that book. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Lon's first spell was making a pencil float, so
Hey, you know what? Yeah, I guess light or levitation. I was thinking that like with levitating big stuff like objects and stuff, that's like power over matter. Light itself, like it is matter, but it's also like somewhat immaterial. It depends like a complicated thing. So depending on what your magic system's like, I don't know. Do you like Muyi? I think that's meant to be Miyu's voice actress Hanksy. I will listen more closely. Let's see.
It probably does.
I hope that's not the case.
Why not?
I mean, certainly sounds more clear in this episode than other times. So yeah.
I'm not ready, and I don't deserve such an important title.
And also, you don't know if you have the title anyway. They're all putting this pressure on Mizuki for some reason.
Being a guardian is tiring already.
Let's swap roles then.
What do you mean being a guardian is tiring already? What have you done as a guardian?
Yeah.
What have you accomplished so far as a guardian? We've not seen a single feat that they haven't caused themselves, or has been an internal conflict amongst them. Except for Kaito, actually. Kaito has actually been doing things in the meantime, but everyone else, no, not really.
I would if I could.
Don't feel so bad about it. Now we can have a disco.
Well, you know what? I don't know about Miyu's voice actress, but Miyu herself is growing on me. Seems a bit familiar in terms of that kind of character who goes to a disco in the middle of a conflict. Wonder where that idea came from. Wonder that's a thing.
Listen, Butterman. Sometimes you need a break. When the world's ending constantly, you might as well go have a break every once in a while.
I know. I have seen Mighty Season 6 as well. I know.
Yeah, listen.
And yes, Kaito slays, literally.
Axel, I don't get it.
What?
Who's back?
The people
Back again.
hunting for the Guardians.
Whoa. Finally.
People like that exist?
Plot.
But yes, okay, we've had plot before. You know, I mean,
a straightforward narrative, though. Which those are nice.
Yeah, I think we're working towards that.
Shh. It's okay.
Can I tell them your story? Okay, listen up. Thank you for your attention. So,
Just get to the point.
Yes, me and Axel were in this place together. We were soon told that we could leave, and we did that. However, someone outside of our group sensed that he was a guardian, so they took him and...
What was that? Why did Miyuki just do that? Like, what?
Possibly drugged him.
Damn. 0 to 100 in a few.
And do I think Prism's doing a good job at playing you mecha? Actually, yeah. It's weird to say, but it does sound like she's talking through a face mask. I don't know if that was deliberate or not.
Seconds.
Axel managed to escape, but he was already severely injured.
Okay, see, what we don't know is like what this place actually was, why they're in there in the first place, and why they felt the need to escape. We just know they were in a place and they escaped it.
So he really got drugged? That's awful.
Can he still use his powers?
Yes, but it can sometimes hurt.
Pain is fake.
What?
Pain is what?
He got corrupted.
Jesus Christ, how did you get here?
Yumika.
I was gonna say, doesn't he live? Don't they live in like an ethereal plane of darkness or something like that? So I'm pretty sure they can just appear anywhere.
Aw, thank you.
Okay, you know what? Yes, Prisma's doing a great job playing Yumeka.
Yumi?
I heard you're in danger.
Ayaka, Miyu, and Mizuki got attacked.
Well, not really attacked.
And Mizuki
Well, yes, attacked. Miyu literally got attacked. What are you talking about?
saved us.
I really did nothing.
But I think...
I mean, it's kind of weird to be humble at this moment. Oh, it's not like I saved our lives. I guess technically you did save their lives, so you... It's not really a humble brag acknowledging the fact that you saved someone's life.
They're treating it like this is like a display of like ultimate power. I guess the other two have their powers neutralized, so it is a mystery as to like why Mizuki in particular was still able to do something. I don't know, maybe. And Mizuki's like, I don't want to be special. Like, well, guess what? You're one of the 9 guardians. You're already special.
Drugged too.
Oh yeah, I remember.
How do you forget?
Be glad that I'm
I don't know. Her leg was busted. This has got a bit of an excuse.
a healer.
Okay.
Did you save Axel's powers?
Oh, I just realized something. Hang on a second. Speaking of her leg being busted, I'm pretty sure like it's been mended, hasn't it? Those are. I thought it was like a design of a sock or something. No, those are bandages.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nice detail. I like that.
I did, but the damage was too much, so I couldn't stop him from hurting, nor could I get back his second power. Anyways, Miyu, please follow me.
So wait, do they have specific powers, each of them?
I think so.
We need a lore Bible.
Do we need to be ready to fight? I don't really like fighting.
Then what?
Your introduction was you fighting. What do you mean?
I don't like fighting, even though I fight all the time. Woo.
In fact, yeah, I fought more things than anyone else. And yes, I can say positive things, even though I know what that was written before I just said. What do you mean? There. Anyway.
Why did you do it?
I really
Ugh, it's boring.
Fighting?
No, I get bored, so I fight. Just kidding.
But what happens now? What do we need to save?
A timeline.
When did you even wake up?
Oh, so now we get to be told what they're guarding. It's a timeline. Okay. Should have brought BB to this.
When did you even get here?
Cliche much?
Shut up.
No.
What do you mean cliche much of how someone got there? You appeared out of the ether.
Really? That's great danger.
What do you mean?
It's going to destroy the timeline.
Oh, Miss Yumika. Did I pronounce that
that's the end of the episode?
Oh, yeah, we're getting... Yeah, we need like a break between like... We need like a fade down or something to symbolize the end of the episode rather than just going into here. Okay. Alright.
Yumika or Yumika?
Alright, I will say some of the series is kind of like has plot in each episode, but like the plot is so little in each episode.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. It's almost never do we get to like the half an hour mark and I've already been like 2 episodes down out of a recording session. Very true. I mean,
yeah, because that's
regard,
just one thing I noticed. Because like this episode, the main thing it established was the timelines in danger and a bit of the character's backstory. But like the episode was only like what 2 scenes.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes it a little bit easier to produce on a more regular basis because ever since the Guardians came back, it has been coming out more steadily than back in the olden days. So I guess in that regard, yeah, that's fair enough. And also, Taming the Bad Boy back in the day, that was only like 3 to 5 minutes long usually.
True.
So I know, I suppose.
Pizza's ready.
Oh my word! It's supposed to be a slow build up until the last few episodes. Where have I heard that before? Okay, but at least to this series' credit, it does have a lot more to introduce, and it doesn't drag on as much as Emerald Secret did. So I know I made that comparison, but it's like, yeah. Once you get past the madness and complete lack of logic, yeah, see? I knew exactly where I was going with this.
I'm trying my best.
They both sound... What was that noise? Did you... Okay. Yak. Stop.
Yumika, whatever. I'm so sorry.
I've been there before. Oh dear.
Be glad that I am a healer.
Just kidding. No, that is okay.
Fake laughter and voice acting. Yeah, not as easy as it seems.
I can't do fake laughs. I'm trying. Cliche much? Does that sound like being rude or like annoying or like being? I don't know.
Bro,
I go with like kind of like.
Crying. You can cry.
I go with something like, I don't know, cliche much. Cliche much. Or if you want to be more snarky, cliche much. I don't know. That kind of thing. And yeah, I know fake laughing's great, but it takes practice, is what I mean.
Really taken so many clips of me trying to cry, and I can't.
Oh, fake crying is the worst. Fake laughter is one thing, but fake crying, good lord.
Fun fact, in the Clue play, I had to get someone else to scream for me.
What's the Clue play?
Because I couldn't scream loud enough. Yes, so you need to be like that person who screamed for me, but instead you're...
See, there was one time in one of the plays that I was in the past where somebody actually did end up not being able to scream on cue. What happened is that somebody then went like right behind them and then actually like jump scared them, and they just literally goes like top of their lungs, echo resonating everywhere, which meant that it was possible. Eventually, somewhere we found a compromise between those two things. So Also, yeah, make yourself super sad. That's one thing you can try and do, but I don't know. It depends. If you're like me, your sadness just like makes you numb. So then you just like have to literally just like force it out as well. So it's like an extra I don't know. And which episode also do I like better? I think these ones. I like the la that happened before.
Crying for me. Thank you.
This should be my crying. Anyways, I'm not gonna put your bloopers now because I hate you. Look at me go, bro. Look at me. I'm better than you. I have to do this again.
All right. Wait a. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have flexed on my own actors sometimes, but yeah.
Because someone here is a little. Anyways.
If you're going to whisper into the microphone, be sure that you don't do it so that it pops all the time. That just sounds like someone who wants to go into Metallica but just doesn't want to wake their parents in the next room.
Stop. Please stop. Right now, Citrus. Stop.
Well, that happened. You know what? I guess in the way the Guardians does still retain some of its usual madness. It just happens to be that it's in the bloopers this time rather than the actual episode. Which, you know what? I prefer. The whole thing about the one or two scenes, that is a valid criticism, I will say. I do know some people who do like to limit the things they actually release onto YouTube to 1, 2, or 3 scenes, and that is fair enough. Quite honestly, I could do with some of that myself on a few occasions, so I can get episodes out sooner. But yeah, I don't know if that's not going to be a thing that I can manage to do for quite some time. So I don't know. Also, I am working towards pitching stuff for TV and radio and all that good stuff. So I need to make sure I can actually write stuff that's longer drafted and stuff than I used to do back in the day, which actually the music girls really helped me with. So yeah, I don't know. That's one of the advantages. So yeah, I don't know. I prefer this episode's bloopers. Maybe the last episode had a bit more substance to it. I think really, if you want to have 1 or 2 scenes, they need to actually not just be all set up. I think that's the other thing, because obviously, you can plan some stuff and you can build up all you want, but don't make it all necessarily too verbal. And also, have some characters they're still doing some more hangouts and stuff. Do we see them actually in their day-to-day? Are people not missing them back at home or wherever they actually live? And do the messages, the Guardians actually come out and such? I want to see a bit more of that if possible. So there you go. Whenever I hear ASMR, I think of when my brother came to my room and started doing ASMR into my mic. Fair enough. If my brother was interested at all in ruining my videos anymore, then he would definitely do something like that. But he ultimately realized that only embarrasses himself more, and thus his business was off the internet pretty much entirely, apart from his Instagram. Anyway, let's see. Moving on from there, we will go into the last episode for the day, episode 8.
Who? What are you talking about?
A shadow?
A shadow is going to...
Oh, hold on a second. Actually, I'm gonna take that off screen for a second, just because I want to do the end of, for the archive, I wanted this to be the end of that video, last video. I forgot to mention another thing in this, is that it had a little bit of a show and tell violation, not on the same level as Adam Kebab Remastered, but on the level of the characters are just speaking to each other about stuff that's happened. Another good addition would be to actually add a couple of even just screenshots, make them seem like they were memories and photographs. They're just flashing back in one still image. But something along those lines to see where the actual facility was they were in, a little bit how they go, because he was just saying, we were in a place and we escaped. This is for the twins, by the way, the second pair of twins, Axel and Alex, I think. That for them, just describing those things, we were in a place, we tried to escape, we didn't save someone's power, that kind of thing. Very hard to visualize in the moment, especially if you can't make out what the people are saying. So just that little bit of extra spice there would have been great. Oh, hold on a second. Opinions on the episode titles for this series. Hold on a second. I don't know if I can I bring up the titles? Because, oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. So, it's because I downloaded all the videos, but it was an error last time. So basically, yeah, Mirror Shadow and Escape the Light. What now? Ep6-8 was called Escape the Light, and that really does it because it was just them escaping from. Well, I guess. I guess it's weird because Mizuki's the one who projects the light, but it's Mizuki and Miyu and Ayaka who are escaping. So it is a little bit like they're not the ones escaping the light, they're the ones using the light to escape. That is a weird phrasing now I think about it. As for what now, I mean, it's a planning episode, really, so nothing really much to say about that one. It is what it is. As for this one, Mirror Shadow, well, we're going to get to that in a second. So, we'll see how the title is.
We can
Mirror
save
Shadow.
it! Technically, with a duo, or gem, or...
The ones I tried to steal?
I got it!
No! Another one! A red one?
Okay, you know what? Prism is standing out right now, especially like in terms of like our emotional range, because yeah, doing like the fear and the crescendo, going to that volume, that actually does show a lot more of like more of skill and variety right now. I think, because a few of the other ones they're somewhat held back, ironically enough, until they're bloopers. But yeah, Prism at this stage is beginning to stand out a lot more right now.
Not that one!
Okay, calm.
Oh, hold on. Whenever I hear ASMR, I think about question voice of like anime characters where you voice act them talking to you like a sort of audio reader insert. Oh yeah, like I've never done that before. Come on. Anyway.
Down. Try to sleep. Maybe it'll help us.
Want to get rid?
I guess I was wondering what these like dark flashes are sometimes. It's essentially if you like put screenshots on a timeline in editing and you don't put them like right next to each other, there'll be like a gap in the middle. And obviously like that's only like 1 frame or so. So you only see it like for like a fraction of a second, a 60th of a second sometimes, or a 30th, depending on what resolution you've got nowadays. But it is still there, and it'll just be a flash of nothing where there's nothing to render, so it'll just appear as completely black. And that's what most things are set to by default. So yeah. Oh, that's my GF talented. Yeah, absolutely. Just tell her to to smush her frames together a bit more, and that'd be perfect. Brilliant. All right. And I know there are dedicated videos. I know that. I've been made aware of Monster of Truth and Yagami Yada and all those people.
Rid of me so easily, huh? Well, I'll do it tonight. I can sleep now.
All right.
There was another one. But yeah, Yumeka was so keen to get a move on with this, and she's like, nah, I can't do it tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, you know.
Yumi.
Kaito, let's talk about vibes.
Better than my unhealthy obsession with fighting.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Ayaka and Miyuki's mouths, but I think it was one of the other twins who was talking, Alex or Axel.
Agreed.
Oh wow, I wasn't goodbye.
Oh, but it was Kaito saying, I'm rewinding this. What just happened?
Better than my unhealthy.
Okay, so Kaito's mouth is moving right now, but look in the right corner. Ayaka is talking to Miyuki right now, and Miyuki was
obsession.
Yeah, now we've got here, and now obsession with fighting is coming out of Miyuki's mouth. Like what? What just happened? Also, episode 9, so we get to the Queen plot. Oh, well, I guess I stopped this. My download's at a good point then. Hold on. Yumeka looks good with her hair down. I'm totally Yumeka simp. You know what? It seems like either Prism is getting the credit for like the voice of Yumeka or Yumeka's design itself. I don't know. Maybe all the effort went into the character that the creator also voices, or just it turns out a standout character. You know, it happens sometimes. I don't know.
With fighting.
Agreed.
Oh wow, I wasn't goodbye.
Hey. Yes.
Did Kaito just get thrown by someone? So it's hard to tell when someone's using their powers when they're not.
Were you and Yume close?
I suppose we were.
Whoa!
Whoa! That's not that weird, considering that Miyuki, you're a newbie to this. Like, you've only just been brought in. Of course, the damage is gonna be different. Like, what?
I keep hurting her.
You just need to tell her that you don't mean it.
And look, Ayaka's mouth is open again, as is twin person here. Like, okay, right. I think what it is that it's variation of facial expressions. That's the thing. Sometimes people like have their mouths open in these facial expressions, they're like reacting somehow. But the problem is, yeah, you can do that sometimes, but if you don't have like the moving mouths, or if you don't focus on a particular character in shot, you're not going to get you're going to be able to tell who's speaking unless you associate the voice actor with the character, which yeah, you can do at this stage, episode 8, but it's still not ideal. So this is why I think if you can, I would suggest, if this hasn't been done already, because obviously this is a historic series, so we're like way into the future as far as production goes. But what I would have done here is obviously go into like camera angles, zoom in on a few of them maybe, or just have their mouths closed. Because that's another thing. There's another thing that makes these episodes like blend together sometimes. The fact that you have them all in like one particular shot, and that's standard for like a lot of classic gachas, and a lot of I guess people who are new to gacha particularly will do that a lot of the time. Just have like one particular angle, like for like wide shot where everyone is on the screen at the same time. It does make it feel more like theater, but the difference between theater is that you can't control the focus. If you've got this medium, use it to your advantage. Get that close up on Miyuki a little bit. She's in the corner, so it's a bit weird to do that when someone's there, like in the very extreme edge. Not impossible. Don't fully get her face like this close necessarily, but something to draw the focus more towards her corner. That also means if you do that, you don't have to necessarily always animate everyone's face expressions all the time. You can do it, but you don't have to.
Maybe things will go.
Yuki!
That's my name!
Not everything is sunshine and rainbows, okay? Open up your eyes! Oh my god. Sorry, I'm
sorry, who's it about opening up your eyes? They all have open eyes, right? Is that meant to be an insult to somebody? Oh, we could never do that with change VAs because of just the change throughout the series. Yeah, in the case of the Musing Girl, what I was talking before about the recognizing the voice actor to the character, if the voice actor changes, then that is another thing that is a complication. But the Musing Girl has moving mouths and camera angles to compensate for that. All right. Oh, Prism of Voices here. Perfect. Speaking of Prism, all right. You couldn't have picked a worse day. I have a cold. Oh, I'm sorry. I think somebody also in one of the bloopers had a cold, like it was Ayaka's voice actor had a cold at one point. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Well, moving on. By the way, you even colder otherwise, you've been getting a lot of credit for stuff today, actually. Like, particularly the Yumeka seems to be the one who stands out a lot, and your performance and emotional range is getting the most recognition right now. Okay. Oh, you'll rewatch when you're better. Okay, well, I guess you'll find out what I've said before.
Let's go bake something or watch TV.
Oh yes, cookies!
TV
Thank you,
equals
Alex.
cookies.
Well, it's night. Go to sleep.
If only I could.
Hello!
Oh,
Oh, hold on. Which one is Yumeka? Yumeka is the one with purple hair and the face mask right now. I also appreciate they've changed into their nightwear and such. Even Yumeka, apparently, she hasn't moved at all.
hell no. We are not doing what we did last night.
But I wanted to practice my powers.
I'm so glad you rephrased that. I was about to do a "what's you in the forest, Aaron" joke at that point.
No. Go back to sleep and rest.
Okay.
Now try to sleep.
Thank you. If only I haven't thought of that.
I'll take that as an insult and leave.
And I'll sleep.
Yes, good.
Oh, and that's, you know what? That's the question. Is Yumeka paralyzed? By the way, I think it's spelled with a Y at the front, like YU and etc. I think. Is Yumeka paralyzed? I don't think so. She's been suffering from a lot of like visions and sensations of the timeline being ruptured and stuff. So maybe that's taking up her energy right now. But then again, the person who really should be on that couch actually is Miyu, because Miyu had a busted leg a few episodes ago. Doesn't seem to be getting that kind of treatment. In fact, Miyu got escorted off walking. So justice for Miyu, basically. Hashtag justice for Miyu. I want to put that in the chat, everyone.
Yumi? Yumi, are you here?
Hello, Alex.
When the creator is putting the character aside because one of them that they voiced needs the couch. Oh, you missed your favorite episode. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. Justice for Miyu. Exactly. We need more Miyu appreciation over here.
You again?
Aren't you glad to see me?
Being honest, not really.
Let's make a deal.
I'm listening.
Remember the gem Yumi mentioned?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Rewind. Hold on, wait a second. I need to see something. Oh, not this far. Okay.
Glad to see me?
Being honest, not really.
Joke's on you. I couldn't see you. My fringe was in the way.
Let's make a deal.
I'm listening.
Remember the
Okay, for some reason I thought this twin had like appeared. Like it seemed like it can become more clear when speaking. I don't know why I thought that. Never mind.
The gem Yumi mentioned? I will tell you where that is if you'll stay with me after I break.
Oh, hold on a second. Talk about like twins and they're eating their shadow, like an evil shadow. And then Prism just goes, eh? Normally, evil shadows look identical to the person, but then again, this character's already an identical twin, so I guess that would get more confusing if you do that. I don't know. Monica, I went nuts when I saw Mosk. I thought you should know. Yeah, everyone went nuts when you saw Mosk, incidentally. Which, by the way, if you haven't considered this before, you know, there's I mentioned this in during episode 6, but consider the name of Mosk actually could have like a whole theme of like villains named after places of worship, like mosque, another one called synagogue or something like that. They could all be like under the temple troop. I'm not sure. I guess if the Guardians respond to like a higher power, really, I suppose like any other place of worship is irrelevant to them, and would then thus come into a conflict. I don't know. Just a random thought I had. I'm going nuts seeing unknown. Unknown? Hold on. What's this unknown thing we're talking about? What is this? Is this your series, Sage? Sage, you got a show? Sage? Hey Sage. You got a Gacha show? You got Gacha show that you wanna share with the group? You wanna share with the class? Oh, wait, Mosca named after Mosca. Okay, fair enough. All right. Which is fly. Was he named after Mosquito, little fly, in his youth or something? Oh no, she doesn't. I was gonna add it to the list. I wanted to add unknown to my list and be like, okay, fine, we'll bring Sage back again. Yes, I am evil. I've been writing for 3 years with non-psychotic level I like. Oh, okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, speaking of somebody who also has written a series for 3 years, you know, I get that. But also at the same time, go ahead and put a few things out, because actually sometimes the audience themselves can tell you what it is they actually like. What is that they like latch onto. I mean, like us, you know, I don't think Miyu was written to be like the most sympathetic character so far, nor was Yumeka really meant to draw the attention, but it just so happens. So sometimes when you release stuff, even if it's not, I mean, that's the thing. When you hold on to an idea for so long, the longer you hold on to it, the more obsessed you are with perfecting it, and the less likely you are to actually ever get around to releasing it. So that's the thing. I could have held on to the music and go for a long time if I wanted to, but you know, I just like, you know what? We'll see how it goes. and here we are. So, okay. Oh, it was a placeholder name, but never changed it. I see. Okay. All right. And wait. TG is just fun. It just makes us masterpiece of writing. I'm sorry, I can't make exceptions. I judge everything to the same standard. So I'm just like, okay. That's all right, fine. But yeah, either way, yeah, I mean that's a good example of what you got there. The guns being just for fun. That's another thing you can actually do. And the Mutant Girl partly was actually made to test to see if I could actually do several stuff in Gacha, like, you know, voice acted content, scripted content, and if I could do editing to my ability to like expand that. The answer at first was no, but it became yes over time. So, you know. And yeah, of course you judge it too. We're all our own worst critics. That's another thing as well. We're all our own worst critics. So chances are, you know, even regardless of whatever you release to the public, you'll have already said worse things than anyone else will say about it. Like, you know, to you. Actually, not being entirely happy with your own work is actually really healthy because it means you're growing as an artist, so you know where you can improve and make other stuff. If you go ahead thinking like everything you do is perfection, all you do later look back at it and be like, this is awful, or you know. Or you'll delude yourself to never improving. So that's a good mindset to be in. So appreciate the good stuff you've got, but also acknowledge the bad stuff and carry on. You know, that's part of the mission statement of Gacha Review as well. Yeah, this is Madame Cabot Mastered Unbounded Slaughtered Apocalypse writing. Okay, I mean, Unbounded did have some like pretty good writing, especially like a lot of places. Slaughter Apocalypse also did at times, but then it ruined its own potential. And then Adam Coat Purple was, well, it was Adam Coat Purple, wasn't it? So, you know. All right. I'm the biggest The Guardian's hater and lover, actually. Yeah, I'm the biggest Mutant Girl hater and lover. Yeah, that's how it goes. I will see if I can get something out at the end of next year, start next year. We'll see. Very scary stuff. All right. In that case, I will review it, but I will be sure to I will be sure to say the positives as well as the negatives that I do find, because, you know, I will be fair. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Collaboration. Collaboration. All right. Oh, Josh, the biggest, the Guardians. His lover too. All right. I really want to the episode I'm going to use to college. I feel you there. Oh, and as does Maya. Fair enough. Brilliant. Okay. We reached the hour mark. There you go. All right. Let's carry on.
Free.
That's a difficult decision.
To basically put it back into frame. Let's do that.
I need to think about it.
Take your time.
Yo, good morning, lad.
We have a meeting.
Oops, my bad.
Tomorrow we're going there to crown Mizuki.
Wait, you have a meeting? That's not all of you, is it? Yeah, no, you know, Miyuki's missing, as well as Yumeka. This isn't a full meeting. Hold on. Also, you're going to crown Mizuki, but wait, you don't have any evidence to crown Mizuki yet, because I know that we're like, oh, Mizuki's most likely to be the queen and stuff, but as Mizuki herself pointed out, there are other people who also could be eligible. Like, all we have to go on is likes astronomy in this instance. That's it. That can't be the only queen qualification. We need to know a bit more about the queen more about Mizuki, I guess, to judge if that's the case. That is, of course, assuming that even like the same traits would actually carry on during reincarnation. That's a whole nature versus nurture debate. You can go either way with that. Oh, this is episode 8, by the way, that we're on. And yeah, 2 episodes in half an hour. Yeah, there were some that were quite short, like I said.
Do we really have to do that?
Yes.
Are we even sure I'm the queen?
Yes.
No. Yes.
No, you are not. None of you are sure. I mean, this is either going to be like a twist where it's like, oh no, it was actually Miyuki the whole time. It was the wrong twin or something, or both twins are the queen. They're like separate, and then because the reincarnation like egg split apart in the womb, They actually have different traits. Or again, my personal theory, there's all of them. So yeah. Oh, one Guardian said no. Don't worry. One of them said no. Fantastic. They're dumb. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wait a minute. Where's Miyuki?
She went somewhere.
Somewhere?
Yeah, also, where's Yumeka? Yumeka's not there either. I mean, if anyone should be... I mean, I guess maybe Yumeka finally gave Miyu the couch, so we appreciate that at least. Miyu did get her justice after all, but where is she now? What the heck?
The other world.
Huh?
My home.
Kaido, where are you from?
I don't really know, but I can freely move between the past, present, and future.
Okay. Question. So, I know that Miyuki and Mizuki and also Ayaka and Miyu were seemingly born, or at the very least raised, in one world, and they were taken through a portal into another. Do the other Guardians also have different worlds of origin at the same time, or are they all meant to be the same except for Kaito? Also, they don't care about Yumeka now. They gave Yumeka all the attention the last time, and now they're just not caring. Fine. It's Miyuki's turn. Whatever.
Crap!
And she's back.
Mizuki! Are you okay?
Yep. Oh, wait. Did you break any mirrors by any chance?
I mean, is that why your hands seemingly are bleeding? Is that what's going on? Oh god, how do I phrase this? Okay, yeah, you can answer my question before. I will... I'll let you get on with that.
You heard that? So sorry.
Look at your hand.
At my hand.
It's like, oh no! Look at my blood trickling hands. How do you not notice that? It's like the Monty Python Knight, isn't it? Like the Black Knight. It's like, tis but a flesh wound. No, it's not your arms off. No, it isn't. Okay. It's the same world, just in different timelines, and Kaito was born in some sort of void. Ah, that's why they're saying they're the guardians of the timeline, because they're the things that symbolize the breach between the timelines themselves. Got it. So does that mean that there are like infinite versions of these worlds and they have to be like 9 that are selected, or is there only one world separated between a different timeline? Are we in like the infinite worlds, like Everett's paradox, or is it just the ones? I don't know. Oh, it'll be explained later on. Okay, fine. I'll stop asking for now. Yeah, I don't think this is... I'm not gonna say this is the retcons moment, because I don't think we were ever told that Kaito was from anywhere else. I could be wrong. Maybe I forgot about that.
Ah! Blood! Gonna die. Ah! Call an ambulance! I'm gonna bleed to death in!
It's nothing. Calm down.
I mean, she is losing a lot of blood. Like, look at those arms. There's like nothing left there. There's like no flesh, pretty much. So, I would worry. But sure, okay. Only 3 worlds can be explored, but there are many. Okay, alright. You know what? That does sound a bit like Witch, actually. I was saying before how it reminds me, the whole Guardians, it reminds me of a series of magazines I used to read called Witch, where actually the main characters, there are only 5 of them, but they are guarding, at first, a breach between these 2 dimensions. So, yeah. Jacob stopped using the glove. Yeah, you were. It's on both hands as well. She broke it with both hands.
Where's Yumeka?
I actually wrote the magazine, sorry. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my word, yeah. Honestly, yeah, those things are great. I still have them on my bookshelf, by the way. Yeah. These things. I may or may not have stolen an entire arc out of this for the music girl one time, but obviously changed it to make sense of the story. You know, it was inspiration, it was research, you know. Yeah. But yeah, those are 5 guardians with powers too. because then their whole thing is elemental. Anyway, interesting. By the way, it's witch as in like is an acronym, so it's like a full stop between everything. Anyway, I stole many things for other stories. So did I. I can't tell you the amount of Aphmau, Shakespeare, witch, I don't know, Septimus Heap. There's lots of stuff that went into the Mutant Girl. That's just what happens. And do I like the name Yume? It's all right. I mean, it never be any other, I suppose. Whenever I had an obsession, I'd insert it. That's why it makes no sense. Okay, so general writing advice. Taking inspiration is good. Obviously, you have to make it fit your story and your world, so don't take everything from it, because otherwise it'll be a clash of tones. I once saw this series called Wonder Gacha that started out as like this one random superhero in live 2D, pretty decent fight choreography and stuff. And it was one of the things where like the story didn't make too much sense, but superhero, you gave it a little bit of leeway and stuff, that kind of thing. Then it just became Miraculous Ladybug. Like literally, Marinette and Adrian showed up, and it was suddenly the setting changed to Paris, and Wonder Gacha met Ladybug, and I think Cat Noir at one point. There's like the whole obsession just weirdly enough like morphed to the series. So yeah. Also, yes, Aiden is indeed still gone. I mean, he can that camera mode there. He's got to turn it on himself. So I'm not sure. Don't worry, I made it work somehow. All right, I'll believe you.
Where is it? Where can I find it? Can I? Where? Why can't you just listen? Why did you keep on
Again, volume, crescendo, emotional variety.
doing this?
I don't know why it took me so long. 2 lines. 2 lines. That's all.
Wait, is the whole rest of the episode bloopers? We are like halfway through the timeline. How many bloopers are there? Good grief.
Anyway, you all, yeah. No, I should probably get some sleep.
What? Why was that so loud? Get it out! Okay. Why do I laugh so much? Get it. Get it. Get it out! Get it! Oh my god.
Oh yeah, by the way, I did notice the foreshadowing for obviously that the whole breaking a mirror was like brought back. I think it was like one of Yumeka's visions, I believe. Or well, it was in her dreams. Blood in a mirror. Wait, is that why Yumeka wasn't in this scene? So she couldn't like bring it back and be like, I told you! See? I don't know. I'll make separate videos for the bloopers. I mean, yeah, actually I used to do that myself. Then I was actually asked to take them down by people in season 1. I didn't do it for season 2, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, I've got a request. Can I check out Jazz Pops by Flower Pot, what 1300, and Disco Pops by Wipeout Adrenafan 14. Jazz Pops and Disco Pops. Are they at all connected, Josh? Are they connected in any way? Because they seem like this could be a Pops cinematic universe or something. Pops Gacha universe or something. Which, if you've seen The Mutant Girl, that sounds horrifying. Giving Pop control of a cinematic universe is terrible. But anyway. Oh, they are connected. All right, brilliant. I will put them on the list as soon as I. My thing is that like it's stopped working now. It's not responding. You know what? I'm gonna type it in the chat here so I can remember. As Pops. A flower pot. 1500. So Pots. Out. And Andrena Fan 14. Okay, I'll put those on the list when it actually like loads, because I don't know why it's not. Oh no, not Pop. Yeah, the Pops universe. What a terrifying visual. Moving on.
Gonna die! Gonna die! Call an ambulance. I'm gonna bleed to death and worried, panicking. Okay.
Yeah, the actual take was definitely way better than this. This is weird enough. I've been editing in the musical one of like Aiden's lines, and Aiden actually does a thing that you'll see a lot of professional voice actors do actually, is that he'll record like lines so many times, but he'll also like get used to it, do it in his script and stuff, but he'll also like full recording. Unfortunately, in the Gacha sphere, it's not ideal to do that because it takes more time to sift through, which is why that scene has taken so long for me to actually put the voice actors and no, not for the voice actors, the editors. There. But yeah, so that's the thing. But you'll notice that like he's like working his way through like getting familiar with the script several times. As it goes with Felix, actually, you know, he's he takes a what it's like paragraph length stuff. He's a scientist, but yeah.
Hello, Axel. Alex, it's Alex.
I get confused too, don't worry.
Oh my gosh. Hello. What the heck is that?
Hello, beautiful. Oh no, I went back. Sorry. Need to go back here. Right. Hold on. Yeah. You meet with that.
What the heck is that? Hello, Alex. Mysterious.
I've said hello like 11 times.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you got confused too, with you remember the twins in season 1 of Music Girl, Liam and Brian? I always dressed them up differently. The thing is, Alex and Axel, they only look the same. They also dress identically. Actually, Miyuki and Mizuki are a great way to do that kind of thing. So I guess I don't know. Hold on. My favorite, yeah, it was gonna say it's my favorite emo. This is the posh. Until it's the posh version. You don't like posh emos. All right, fair enough. I'll just take off my Zane hoodie then. In that case, you don't like posh emos. All right. Season 1 is a mess. Oh, what of the Music Girl? I mean, yes and no. I can see what you mean there, but also like I don't know. I tried.
Already. Oh my fucking god! I just want to do this line right. It's a 5-letter word. Come on.
I got it. Happy? Did I just say the emotion indicate?
I've had people do that where they're just like they'll say the emotion indicator or they'll say like the thing that I put for the line, the fronts like to be like out of breath. Oh no. Most of the time they catch themselves, but you know. Oh, of your series. Okay, fine. Well, I will say, I've said it before, but starting episode 6, I'm questioning my sanity a lot less than I was before.
Okay.
Test. Stop playing Kitchen Gun! I'm trying to test how loud my mic is. Stop! Stop it!
Also, I will suggest if anyone's recording stuff, close the door.
If I have to record lines, I don't want to hear Kitchen Gun. I'm trying to see how loud my mic is so I can see how loud I have to say things, and you're just blasting Kitchen Gun. Stop!
Well, the mic's loud enough to pick up Kitchen Gun, so it's clearly clear enough.
Hey! Ah, my heart!
Motorcycle.
What was that? Ah, my heart! Did you just like have a heart attack during recording? Just like, all right. Oh no, the broken mirror. It's all comes big. Oh no! I'm having way too much fun with this, I must say. I'm so glad I decided to be like, oh hey, look at this, an appreciative comment on one of my videos. I'm gonna look at this person's Gacha series and review it. I'm so glad I chose to do that. I regret nothing.
Why? I'm trying to voice act here. Oh my gosh.
Always have a heart attack reading my old scripts. Oh, your old scripts. Wait, did you write this a long time ago and then come back to it? Is that what happened? Because I know there was like a huge gap between episode 5 and episode 6, because one was Gacha, like one was Gacha Club, and I checked the dates. It was like almost a year. So in that time, were you like doing did you like write the script but then leave it for a while and then come back to it, or do you like come back to the series and write more of a structured script which had more of an idea of what to do? And yeah, also you're welcome. Yeah, Jen, I regret nothing.
Yo, good morning, lads. Okay, can't do this.
You again?
Wait, still old, but don't worry, I do change it. Yeah, I mean, I will say sometimes I go back on some of my old scripts and depends. Like sometimes I'll like change a line or two, but depending on when I get to like a certain episode and stuff, usually it's like already, if I've already got the thing done, I don't necessarily like reconfigure a lot of stuff. That might be because Aiden pretty much forced me to be like, okay, let's write the entire episode, like the entire season 3 before it even like airs, before season 2 is even completed. So yeah, that might be why I stopped writing in advance because I want to go back to the days where I was like responding in situ, because otherwise I get stuff that I can't fix, I can't react to properly. Like the stream where we talked about the mutant girl, like its writing flaws and stuff, and I couldn't respond to a lot of that because it was already, season 3 was already starting to happen. So it's like, great, I can't edit the first episodes. But I don't know. Okay. She was working on a Valentine's Day special for the Guardians before episode 7 came out. Okay. I meant like the year-long gap between 5 and 6, but that's good to know as well. It's like, now I got to private the side because I hate them. That's a good point. I've been going by the playlist itself of like the episodes themselves, but I've been going like in order of like if there are any side stories. Are the side stories like canon to the Guardians? Because if so, I'll check them out on camera. If not, I'll just watch them individually in spare time.
Stop it! Stop it!
I've said it before. Lots of these VAs are more animated when they're doing their bloopers. Also, hi Aiden.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, so the entire episode 8 was a ride, I must say. I'll get to talk
Was
about
it a good ride or a bad ride?
If you watch the side stories, both. If you watch the side stories, the world explodes. The world. Oh no, the side stories are canon. Okay. Well, I guess I'd better check them out sometime.
Well, hey, I don't think the side.
Maybe I'll do like a separate stream for
You
like
mean
all the
you know?
stories.
I think does Prison Voices mean expands, not explodes? Expands.
Well, I don't know. They said they hate the actual episode, like the episodes. So I think they did mean explodes in this instance. You know.
I got it. Oh, there's another cough. I can't read.
Okay, how am I supposed to sigh? Like, it's very awkward trying to like sigh.
I don't know. You wrote the script. How are you supposed to sigh?
I guess.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't you, Mecha. Just because Rick reacted. Okay.
That's how you sigh. You gotta go. Yeah, oh no, that goes me vibes when I said pew instead of phew. Pew. Wonderful. God, that line read from the original was just terrible.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I keep hurting her.
Good old Pew and Few from season 2. A line read that can make me spew.
What was that?
Want to get?
I'll unlist them soon. Oh well, then I gotta watch them now. Like, I gotta get on that if I want to see them then.
With some. Okay.
Oh wait, did you break any big Kim in the mayor?
Just take your time voice acting this. Yeah.
I say science loves just slang all the time. I think it sounds better to say. I mean, it sounds more sarcastic. Like, I guess that's one way of doing it. I guess it depends on the character. I don't know.
Take your time. Oh my gosh. Mom, why do you have to talk so loudly?
Well,
I don't know. Why are you talking so quietly?
I did tonight. Tonight, oh, I meant tonight.
I'm listening. Lyra, I almost got through the entirety of the lines, and then I hear you just going, kitchen gun, stop! Stop it! Kitchen gun, stop it. I feel like
Okay, I'm reminded right now of this song that's on an advert right now that's called Cherry Bomb. It's like how do I describe it? It's like I don't know if it sounds like it was made in the 80s when punk was trying to die. Like it was like, hello, daddy, hello, mom, cherry bomb. I don't know why Kitchen Gun reminded me of that. I think it was because of the syllables. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm in a mental asylum filled with dementia and old people.
There's like
the mental asylum for the dementia and old people. What? I question that more than Kitchen Gun.
like a fan in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but I hope not, or I have to redo all these
Was that meant to be a fan, a piece of paper with a squiggle on it? Is that what was happening?
lines. That's sad.
Jacob, you alright? You look like a traumatized.
So
traumatized
yes,
thing.
okay.
You look like a
And yes, Cherry Bomb. You can look up Cherry Bomb's song. It'll probably appear somewhere. I don't know. Can't stay at home. Can't stay in school. I don't know, something like that. Whatever. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to click on this, but I'm getting notification. Yeah, it's a heart. You don't like my drawing. It's not that I don't like your drawing. It's the fact that the person said there was a fan there, and so I thought that was why the heart drawing was in the background.
There,
like that would be the fan. I don't know. I was trying. I mean, it looked like a heart, but it looked like it was like a love letter. But also, who writes a love letter on grey paper? That just seems dreary. It's like, dear secret crush, I love you, but not that much. Just a little bit, you know. Anywho, great review, thank you. You know what? This one has been really fun, I must say. I'm so glad I'm retroactively glad that I had to cancel yesterday because I don't think it would have turned out as well as today, honestly. So yeah, that's that. As for the actual episode, not gonna lie, I definitely remember like where we got up to because like half of the entire thing was bloopers. But yeah, from what I recall, actually, yeah, it was there was more of everything. I think it was like a good balance between like how much there was like talking around. It was still all set in like the meeting room. I feel like the series needs to get out of that meeting room and go somewhere else because the Guardians seem to talk about a lot of stuff. They don't necessarily do much at all unless they cause it. They're the Fantastic Four in that regard. They're the Fantastic Four of Gacha magical creatures. So yeah, but I don't know. It was nice to see that whole like mirror thing actually come into it, and you know, you've said before you've got the script now, so you can actually do foreshadowing like that. That's another great advantage, and you use that. I said before that you could benefit from doing camera angles and stuff, and also like not having characters like with their like mouths like open at the same time as somebody else is talking. If the mouths aren't moving, you can't tell if someone's speaking unless everyone else has their mouth closed. That's another thing. But you know, so yeah, that's all I can really say about this one, to be honest. Still definitely on the trend of things becoming less chaotic, and I like the duration of this a little bit more because we actually got more substance in the middle of the plans, and also just more of a scene in general. So it wasn't like completely stuck in one location. Then again, I suppose the side stories are where stuff was expanding at this particular point. which definitely means I gotta check those out just to see like what everyone was doing in their off time, because we see them on duty for the Guardians all the time, but you know. Okay. And you're welcome. Yeah, my pleasure at this point. Oh, are you afraid to watch Adam Cooper Remastered Episode 7, Jacob? And then Ghosty appears for the first time in the chat today and says yes. As soon as you bring up Adam Code Purple Remastered, suddenly Ghosty appears.
Yeah, Ghosty.
I love
it. Ghosty, if you're around, we can talk. And we hang out. If you're around, if you want to hang out. I don't know. You can come out of your hole and we hang out. Since you're here.
No, Jacob, our listeners, they're very useless. I know that they're like technically useless, but the thing is, I imagine they're like a chance to explore the characters in a different setting, because you know there are so many characters in this series, and there's so few scenes nowadays to actually like address all of them. Well, I say nowadays at the point of this, which was obviously like a year ago, more than that. But it is nice to see characters in their off time if they don't get a chance to do that. If they're always like on duty for something, seeing them relax is a good thing. That's what Aiden was saying before about fallen angels. You know, we come because they can be one moment discussing the end of the world or trying to figure out the nature of the ethical nature of like how much interference they should cause to change someone's fate, or to stay with the world order of how death works. And the next one they can be chilling in a club to an original song. So just happens sometimes. It's not a bad thing to have side stories, honestly. So yeah. You know what? I'll just check those out casually. I'll just watch them off camera. I don't know. Maybe leave a comment. Maybe not. Depends.
I mean, you know what they say? Comments are good for YouTube algorithm.
You know they say what? Sorry.
You know, YouTube comments are good for YouTube algorithm.
Well, yes, but for an unlisted video, that just doesn't matter because it won't be in the algorithm.
It's on unlisted. Oh, right there. Yeah. Oh, but you know, if anyone ever gets a chance, I love comments on Fallen Angels. Give me views.
Oh yeah, you know, give Aiden some views. You know what? Review Fallen Angels. Let's get some gacha reviews about Fallen Angels that aren't made by me.
Go for it.
Because, I mean, I have done them, but you know,
biased. You're kind of biased because you helped me write it, and no spoilers. So a little.
That is true. And when I've read The Musing Girl, I've also been incredibly biased against my own self. So you know, good to see someone else talking about these things. Anyway, I also love the fact that this, by the way, Prism, this is the kind of thing that we got just supposed to be an Adam Cooper Master. Just this is the conclusion. So the Guardian is doing really well at the moment because we're at roughly the same like time frame for Adam Code Purple episode count wise, and it's so much better. So yeah,
I think this is shorter though than Adam Code Purple. Like episodes itself are shorter.
Yes. Okay. Fine. I meant by numbers. I mean like we're at the point in the story where the conclusion from one of them is what Ghosty said, and the conclusion for the other one is we're having a really fun time. So yeah, and it's like more like size of confusion, or what Josh said, what Ghosty or Josh said, and the other. All right. Favorite side story for real? I'm not biased. Wait, what? Oh, the Valentine's one. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I need to end this stream before all of these just end up disappearing off of YouTube forever. I'm very curious. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like, or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe to us already. And also, on that note, subscribe to Aiden as well. And also Prism of Voices. If you can find the list of unlisted ones, I don't know, somewhere, then be my guest. We're gonna find out soon. And also, we'll leave these words of wisdom. Adam Code Purple makes High Guardian Spice look like gold. So there you go. And on that note, until next time, farewell.